welcome to another episode of the Traveling Kitchen Hacker. Today I want to discuss something that can work both for traveling and for the home use as well. This is trying to make life a little more civilized. We can go out and we can buy the little white cups all day long, but the end result is it gets a little pricey. So making your own coffee, especially if you're on an extended road trip or even out of your own house, makes a big difference. The little drip coffee makers are great, but sometimes you want a little more punch in your coffee. Well, I've got it for you. Today we're going to talk about the French press. French press is pretty straightforward in how it operates, but there are a couple key things to note about this. Let's go over what the French press is. Essentially, it is a carafe. This is a little guy I use for traveling. It has no metal parts inside, so it's great. It can pop right into a microwave. It does about 3 cups, which is about perfect for what my little travel mug carries as well. We have the strainer and we have the lid. Now you can see that the strainer is pretty fine here, but it is important that when we talk about coffee that we get it ground to the right size. If you just go buy coffee off the shelf, it's just probably not going to work. So go up to your local barista and you can get your coffee ground just for the French press. Be sure to tell them so that they set the grinding settings right. And the reason for that is it leaves it a little larger, which helps give you a little more flavor and a robustness, as well as it'll help keep it in the cup when you actually go to pour it out. So again, go to your barista, tell them you need it for a French press, and they'll make sure to hook you up. The grind is, I believe, a number 10, which is a big difference compared to what you get when a really fine grind at home through a paper cone filter. Let me tell you, once you try it this way, you will never, ever go back to using that stupid little one drip coffee maker in your hotel room. Alright, in my case, what I did was I had water in a microwave here. The other thing I travel with is a pint glass, a wine opener, and a coffee kit. It makes life a lot easier. Basically, I'm going to add about 1 teaspoon per cup, so I'm going to add 3 teaspoons to this mix. And I'm going to pour my water in. Now it's already started brewing in there, and I'm going to just put my lid on. Now follow the instructions that come with yours. Everybody's is a little different. I tend to prefer the Bodum brand just because they're very easy to use and very good operation. Now set your timer for 1 minute and we'll come back. When your timer goes off, push your plunger down about halfway, very gently, and start your timer for another minute. Alright, so my minute's up. 1 more plunge, all the way to the bottom this time. And 1 more minute. That's it. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Okay, my 3 minutes are up. As you can see, throughout the course of that, my coffee has been definitely brewing. Some people will tell you to leave the plunger all the way at the top for the full 3 minutes, but as you saw as it came down, it really helps distribute the brew. If you just leave it at the top and then drop it, literally I question whether the bottom half is even helping in the brewing process. But now we're ready. Just turn your coffee mug, or just turn your French press so that you have your straining part through. This one's convenient in that it locks it right there. This guy gives me an extra little protection against any of the larger grains that might have gotten through. But honestly, you very rarely get a lot of sediment from something like this. Now it's ready to pour in your favorite coffee mug, travel mug, or anything else you might need. They do sell a couple coffee presses that are kind of presses on the go. I really question that because the water just sits in there and steeps and steeps, and that's not really, it's not going to make a balanced cup of coffee at all. The other nice thing about this is also a great way to brew whole leaf tea. So you don't have to go out and buy a whole special device just for that. This guy is dual purpose indeed. So that's it. That's all I have for you. So you get some great coffee on the road. It's one of the things that helps make living in a hotel room for months on end, which I'm currently doing, survivable. So tune in next week. We'll try and cover something cool for you on The Kitchen Hacker. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to check out our blog. We do update weekly, if not daily, and we have recipes as well as a couple great new sections available on there. So do check it out and tell your friends. Find us on Facebook at The Kitchen Hacker. Have a great afternoon. Thanks for watching.